Hello and welcome. This is Chris Oval, and it is the Saturday, the 4th of May, week 16, in my regular weekly Link4Growth news updates. And we've had a really busy week again this week. We had a couple of days at the beginning of this week which were actually vacant. This sometimes happens in the fifth week of the month, where you have we have a couple of spare slots we quite often use for training, and this week was no exception. However, when we come around to the 1st of May, which happened on Wednesday, we were back in with events at Waltham Abbey, another huge 30 plus people there really buzzing, and lots of interesting conversations there about potentially new stuff that was going to get into the mix. So that was excellent. Peterborough, another successful coffee up there. Boreham with Child Friendly started. Yeah, absolutely, it was a launch. Well done, Diane, for that. So that got underway, and she's got new team members there to help her with that one. And Deepa was running a Connect with Intent workshop. So Wednesday was pretty full on. On Thursday, there was a child-friendly event at Crouch End, and with Yvette, and I was actually up at Ely, just north of Cambridge, where we were talking to team members there about expanding what we have there, and some interesting people come along to that one, especially one chap I was talking to who's involved with VAT and stuff. So that's I'm looking forward to his contributions in the finance group on the forum. So that's excellent, and so interesting. And there's another guy who's in London who's used to be ex-in the revenue, so there could be some really interesting information for all of us, with some inside track information there. On Friday was the business luncheon in Rickmansworth. I always look forward to that, a nice lunch and some interesting people who sometimes don't get a chance to go to some of the other events we've got. And there was a couple of people there that I was talking to that may well join Matthew in helping us to get a real thrust behind some of the connections with businesses in Watford. So watch that space for Southwest Heart. I missed doing the soundbite this week, and there was 3 or 4 potentials, but it all kind of fell by the wayside in the end, what with everything else. So, but I have got 4 soundbites scheduled for next week. So I'll talk about those in a little while, but lots going on for next week. Twitter hours took place again this week. There was quite a busy one in Cambridge on Monday, the Cambridgeshire district on Monday evening. That's between 8 and 9. If you do get a chance to join that, L4GCAM60 is the hashtag to use. Quite lively, and a chance to meet people. In fact, I think a couple of people that were on that one actually ended up coming to coffee that last week. So it does actually help people to get connected. So if you can make that on Monday evenings, do so. And also they have a hangout in Cambridge on Friday between 1 and 2. So if you want to get to learn how to use that technology, do talk to Nikki or Anne-Marie Gilbert, Graphics Biz, and they'll invite you in, and you can start to actually play around with the technology and get familiar with it. Just bringing you up to speed with what some of the developments. Harlow looks all set for final event details now. I think they're getting confirmation of the Civic Hall that they can use there, or something in the Civic Centre. There's actually 3 people involved in the launch of that. There's Joan, I'm not sure of her last name, and we've got Lou Moon, and we've got Lorraine Perry. So there's quite a few people champing at the bit there. There's not a lot that's going on in Harlow, so there's a good chance there that we can get in and get things moving. In the Midlands, Bedworth, 14th of May, I may have mentioned that last week. Spalding, new venue has been found, launch announcement soon. And Paul and Anthony have now got the date set for the Welling/Welling Garden City event, and that's set for the 30th of May in Chewing Park, I think it is, or Chewing something or other. but there's an event there, coffee, that they're hosting, which so I'm looking forward to that. That's a new area completely there. So that's next week. Sorry, that's what's coming up in terms of development and forums. Forums have been absolutely on fire since Ruth has accepted responsibility for being sort of the meet and greet person on there, and things have really hotted up. And it just goes to show you that if you put a bit of focus into it, things really can start to develop. And there's been so many people participating this week, lots of engagement, lots of new groups, a bit of the organisation really is now starting to really prove itself, and you can start to understand perhaps why Ruth is so passionate about forums, and you can see the kind of engagement and the excitement and the energy that's going into that. And it really is a very friendly place that we can all participate in, irrespective of where we are in the country. So fantastic stuff there. I had a meeting with Job Centre Plus in Watford on Friday, and there's some interesting ideas and concepts coming out of that. They're quite restricted about what they can do and they can't do, but if they can push people our way, then we can make things happen for them. So look out for interesting discussions with Job Centre Plus, and hopefully we'll get a few people along from there to mingle and actually participate with people in business, and actually get the people who are perhaps a bit down on their luck, or people who are looking for some ideas or inspiration. Maybe they'll mix with some of the people that we've got in Link4Growth, and something will start happening for them. We went over 1,600 people on the forums this week. That's another milestone. So 400 to go, and we're over the 2,000 mark. So things are starting to grow very considerably, and that's quite a number of people now. Don't forget the Link4Growth Soundbites. I know I mention this every week. We've got 4 people scheduled for Soundbites next week, and I've got 1 already planned in for the week after. So if you do want to talk to the wider community and have an interview with me, then please do so. You may have an interesting story or something you're passionate about, like Stephanie and her Land's Edge John O'Groats bike ride. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't even have to be about business. But if you've got a good story that you think is worth telling, then please do get in touch with me. Quick summary of what's happening next week. Tuesday, Paradise Wildlife Park in Boxbourne. I'm actually seeing the owners of the park about their social media strategy and stuff afterwards. We've also got Ricelip Coffee, and there's a launch in the evening of drinks in Hertford. So if you're in that neck of the woods, please do go along. That's in a pub there. It's all on Eventbrite. Go along and be part of that. That's going to be a really fab event. David and Jan from Night Properties are involved in hosting that one, and Paul Violet will be there to, if you like, do the Link4Growth introduction. So please do get along there if you're in the area. Wednesday, Harrow Coffee, always popular, and then we've got the launch of the Regis in Clarendon Road, the Watford event there on Wednesday. So if you're in Watford, Clarendon Road, or you know anybody that's in there, just get them to come along and be part of that launch. And we've also got a Google Plus workshop taking place in Harrow. Deepa will be running that, so if you want to know about Google Plus, do book yourself into that, or if you know anybody that needs that Google Plus training or wants to get more involved in that, do send them along to Deepa. Thursday is the Mercury Coffee in Watford, Mercury Hotel, May 41. That's a great event. Get there if you can. And on Friday, Chiswick breakfast and Ware coffee. So lots going on to get involved in next week. Soundbites next week will be with David Lewis of Quit Smoking, Jack Bogle talking about how he would like to. Him and his brother-in-law have got this real passion for education, actually playing a much change the way the education of young children actually works, so we actually teach them to go after their passions. And it doesn't matter if you don't pass your A-level maths or your O-level maths. What's really important is you're happy and you find what you're really here to do. And Jack and his brother-in-law doing some sterling work there, so I'll be having an interview with them. Martin Dealey's going to be talking, personal trainer, who's going to be talking about fitness, so that on one side, what Varsha talked about with nutrition, and he's going to be talking about how to keep fit and all that kind of good stuff. So that's good. And Steph Taylor will be finally talking to me about the jog and her Macmillan Cancer Landing John O'Groats bike ride. So do catch all of that. And so this is Chris Ogle. That's been the 16th week in the Link4Growth news updates, and I'll catch you all again next week. Okay, so thanks for watching. Bye now.